Hello, and welcome to Softer. This is Mara Morales. Today begins a brand new week of softness in action. This week's theme is the kindness we bring home. We've spent a lot of time talking about kindness in the world, smiling at strangers, offering patience, helping someone who is struggling, speaking encouraging words, noticing people who might otherwise feel invisible. But today, I'd like us to think about the people who see us after all of that. The people waiting at home, our partners, our children, our parents, our siblings, our roommates, our closest friends, the people who know us without the polished version. Sometimes, something interesting happens with the people we love most. We give strangers extraordinary patience and give the people at home whatever patience we have left. We thank the person who hands us our coffee, then forget to thank the person who made dinner. We smile warmly at someone in an elevator, then walk through our own front door, distracted by our phone. Not because we love strangers more, of course not. It's often because home is where we feel safe enough to stop trying, and there's something beautiful about that. We should have places where we can exhale, where we don't have to perform, where people know us tired, grumpy, messy, human. But being comfortable with someone doesn't mean we have to stop being intentional with them. Sometimes the people who love us most deserve something better than what's left over. They deserve our softness too. Think about the little curiosities we naturally offer people we barely know. Please, thank you, excuse me, can I help you? How are you? We say these words all day. What if we became just as intentional about saying them at home? Thank you for making dinner. Thank you for getting the kids ready. Thank you for taking care of that. How was your day? Can I help you? I'm happy to see you. I'm glad you're here. Simple words. But familiarity can sometimes make us forget how meaningful they are. Today's small act of kindness is this. Give someone you love the same courtesy you would give a stranger, not because you've been unkind, simply because love deserves intention too. Look up when they speak. Say thank you for something you normally expect. Put your phone down when they tell you about their day. Give them the warmer tone, the extra patience, the benefit of the doubt. Maybe even tell them something we sometimes assume the people closest to us already know. I appreciate you. We often think love is communicated through the big things: anniversaries, birthdays, gifts, vacations, grand gestures. But most relationships aren't lived in big moments. They're lived on Tuesday mornings, in kitchens, in carpools, during bedtime routines, while folding laundry, while deciding what to eat for dinner. Love lives in extraordinary moments, and kindness is one of the ways we keep those ordinary moments tender. Kindness fuels kindness, which fuels kindness. And perhaps some of the most important kindness we will ever offer is the kindness that never leaves our own front door. Now, let's slow down together. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. If it feels safe, gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your forehead. Unclench your jaw. Let your hands rest comfortably. Now, picture someone you love, someone whose presence has become familiar. Maybe you've known them for years. Perhaps you see them almost every day. Picture their face. Now, for just a moment, imagine meeting them for the very first time. Notice their eyes, their smile, their laugh, the little things about them that have become so familiar you sometimes forgot to notice. Think about something they do that makes your life easier. Something small, something ordinary, something you may not always acknowledge. Maybe they make the coffee, take out the trash, call to check on you, make you laugh. Remember what you need from the store. Read the same bedtime story for the 100th time. Listen when you've had a difficult day. Imagine looking at them and simply saying, "Thank you." Take another slow breath. Now silently repeat, "May I never become too familiar to notice the people I love. May I speak with kindness inside my home. May the people closest to me receive my softness too." Take one more slow breath in and gently breathe out. Rest here for another moment. Let gratitude replace familiarity. Then slowly begin bringing your awareness back to your body. Notice the surface supporting you. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. As part of this week's Softness in Action Challenge, spend a few moments with your journal. Reflect on these questions. Who receives the most patient version of me? Who sometimes receives what's left of me? What is one small way I can bring more kindness to my closest relationships today? And perhaps one more. What do the people I love do every day that I've stopped noticing? Don't wait for something extraordinary. Look for the ordinary things. Then say thank you. Before we finish today, I'd love to share another softer story. This one comes from Michael in Columbus, Ohio. He writes, "Dear Mara, one morning I was running late for work. I couldn't find my keys. The dog needed to go outside. My phone was ringing, and I was frustrated. My wife was standing in the kitchen making lunches for our kids. I asked her if she had seen my keys. She hadn't, and apparently the tone I used wasn't very kind. She didn't say anything. But as I was backing out of the driveway, I saw our neighbor walking toward his car. He waved, and without thinking, I smiled and waved back. Then something hit me. 30 seconds earlier, I'd been short with a woman I loved, and somehow I managed to find a smile for my neighbor. I sat there in the driveway for a moment. Then I put the car in park and went back inside. My wife looked surprised. I told her I was sorry, then thanked her for making the kids' lunches. She smiled and said, 'Rough morning?' I said, 'Yeah,' and she hugged me. That moment made me realize how easy it is to give our politeness to the world and our frustration to the people who feel safest. Now, I have a little reminder taped inside my car. It says, 'Bring some kindness home.' I don't always get it right, but I notice more often now. And when I don't get it right, I go back inside. With gratitude, Michael from Columbus, Ohio." Thank you, Michael, for sharing your beautiful story. I especially love that last part. I go back inside. Because kindness doesn't require us to get every interaction right. We're going to be tired. We're going to become impatient. We're going to use the wrong tone sometimes. The practice is noticing. And when we notice, we can go back. We can apologize. We can soften our voice. We can begin the conversation again. That's kindness too. So today, bring some kindness home. Save a little patience, a little attention, a little gratitude, a little softness for the people waiting there. Tomorrow, we'll continue exploring the kindness we bring home. Until then, we'd love to hear your story. Has someone ever shown you kindness you'll never forget? Has a simple act of compassion changed the way you see the world? Or has softer inspired you to become a little gentler with yourself or someone else? Share your softer story by emailing us at thesofterpodcast@gmail.com. Your story may be featured in a future episode and could become the encouragement someone else needs to hear. And if these daily moments of reflection are meaningful to you, please take a moment to like, follow, and subscribe to Softer. It helps us reach more hearts and continue to build a kinder, more connected world together. Thank you for listening to Softer. Our music is by Rebecca De La Torre and Thomas Searing. Softer is produced by Michelle Severson. This has been Mara Morales. Carry the softness with you today.